Hello everyone and welcome back to MonLabo Linux. Before we start, I would like you to put a like on this video, comment if you have any question, share with some people who might like this type of content, and also subscribe if you're not part of our community or channel yet. It will help us. Thank you very much. It doesn't cost you anything. So today, we want to talk about Terraform console command. Okay. So what is Terraform console? Your console commands opens an interactive console for evaluating expression that you can click on it to see. And basically you can pass different stuff to it like this, for example. So let's assume that you have maybe your code inside a Terraform configuration file, okay, inside your files, and then you want to evaluate them before they go live, okay, from declarative approach to the real infrastructure, either over your cloud or look on your local, but you don't know how to do that. Okay, luckily for you, Terraform console is there. So that's what we are going to see, how we can evaluate our code ahead of time before they are pushed to the cloud, and especially if you have all the variables in place, or you can create your own variables, input variables, and their values. Okay, so this is an example for how to use that. Okay, but for first we have to see how to get to it. So to get to it, you type Terraform console. So let me go straight to my console, and here tiny stuff. For example, here I have my Terraform code into separation folder, which is here, which was part of the best practice to split your code. And then I'm going to type something like Terraform Terraform dash help. Okay, so when I type Terraform dash help, I might get that here where they say try Terraform expression and add an interactive comment prompt. Okay, so now let's get further with that. So if we do this and then we type console here, okay, to get more help on it, you will see that they say this is the usage, and then that's the console and global option. So here they say start an interactive console and experience the interpolation. This will open an interactive console that you can use to type interpolations into and inspect their values. This command loads the current state. Okay, this lets you explore and test interpolations before using them in future configurations. This command will never modify your state file. Something I want to tell about this is that it also helps you um, test some of the Terraform functions that later on we are going to see how to use them as well. Okay, so now if you want to get into it, you need, let's do that first because it requires it. So now if we do that, we see that here, okay, my comment, okay, this is a simple comment, has been titled, and we have capital letter before each for each word. Okay, we have a capital letter. So here you can see that we can already test, for example, some function, because title is a function that is used to title your text. So this is how you can test it on a fly. Okay, for example, I can repeat that and use another function called upper. Okay, so if you like to know how to use those functions, I can make a special video on that. You can see this. But now if you want to evaluate your stuff within your Terraform code, for example, I have these variables here, okay, that I would like to test. Let's go with local, for example. So I would like to test and see what is the end result for this guy here. Okay, so what I can do, I can type something like this. Okay, oops, no. So I can type echo. Okay, let me do this, and then I will just type. So now to access it, I access it the same way we do for local, and then put the thing here. So I'm going to type local, okay, dot, and then I'm going to copy this and paste that. Oops. No. So I'm going to copy this and paste that right here. Now if I hit enter, it will give me what is the end result right here. And here, for example, I can see that I have spaces around my text. For example, I can say, okay, that's a space. I want to remove that. For example, I can use the function called trim space. Okay. Or yeah, so trim space. Okay, and then let's see what will be the end result. You will see that I don't have any space anymore. So you see that Terraform console allows you to get access to experiment those functions, for example. And now if I want to really have access to Terraform console, something that you may see here is that I don't have any Terraform state file here. But once I do this, okay, I type enter, you will see that there is a state file that has been created. Okay, and I have this HCL log info as well that has been created earlier. We did not check on it, but it's there. Okay, to say that hey, someone with this did this. Okay, and then now here you have access to the console itself. You will see that your shell has disappeared and now you have this. And if you just want to get out of it, you type exit or you type Control G or Control C. So if I type exit, I'm out of it. And now if I try to type it again, Terraform console, you create two files, okay, and then we're gonna have this. And now here I can test my variables, local, other expressions, for example. So for example, I can come here and say, hey, I want to see that local again, okay. So I will have to type something like this, and then type local. So here I don't need any echo anymore. I was using echo because I was in my bash shell or fish. And then if I type enter, you will see this. And if I want to trim space, okay, like we just use this trim space function, just like we did earlier, I can type like this and see that I have the trim space function that has been removed. Now, if I was to go and maybe check on variables, let's say I want to get access to this variable, which is called file function. So how do I get access to it? I can type var, and then I will just, I'm lazy, okay? So I will just type something like this. Oops, and paste it. And if I type enter, it will say what? To support me, subscribe, like, comment, and share MonLabo Linux channel. Nice. So now I can see that, okay, I have some stuff at the beginning, and also the words are not title. Okay, so I need to title that. So I can use two functions here. So I can use the title function, or I can trim um I can say trim, okay, and now what do I need to trim? So here I will pass what I need to trim from there. So I can copy exactly what I see here, okay, and then oops, and then I can pass this like this, okay. So I can say that I want to trim that, and let's see what is the end result. So how many stuff I have there? Okay, so now you can see that compared to the earlier response here, okay, the earlier output, now I have something that has been trimmed and there is no more there are no more of these characters and with the space included as well. But now I need to title that as well. So I can do like this and go at the beginning and say title, okay? And then I can do this and type enter. You will now see that I have to support me, subscribe, like, comment, and share MonLabo Linux channel, which is nice. Okay. Now let's say I want to get. What about resources, for example? If you want to get access to resources, so to get access to resources, you have to get them by their endnotes. Okay. So for example, if I want to get access to type here, I can probably use something like this. Okay, I don't have to type resource. I just type that. Okay, and then I can, let me try do this and this. Okay, so now, oops, sorry, think I was too excited. And then if I do type, I type enter, it says no, maybe none after. Okay, no problem. So what about, oh, okay, I probably know why. Probably because the Terraform state file has not been created. So I have to probably type Terraform apply. So let's do exit and then type Terraform plan first to make sure that nothing is buggy. And then if I do Terraform apply dash auto approve, we have this. And now if we go back, because now we have the state file that has something inside, it's going to exploit that state file, but we not modify it at all. So you can just test some stuff on that state file. So now I'm going to do sorry, what was that? Yeah, Terraform console, and then I'm right inside now. If I do uh, something like this to say what is the output of, for example, no, archive name, so it's right here. So uh, is it again? Yeah, right here. So what is the value of archive? Okay, which is here, name, which is here, which is right here, and then output path. Okay, now it knows that from the state file I have this content. So now I can type enter and it tells me what that is. Okay, so if you like what I did today, please consider doing something that helps this channel to grow. We really want to be a big community, helping a lot of IT engineers out there. Bye.